that was an exciting race at Kansas. What's going on, everybody? Cool 200 here, back with another video. Welcome to the NASCAR Lounge, and today we are here to talk about the Kansas race that had happened, the last race before the round of 8. What an exciting one it was. First things first, what a weird week for NASCAR. 4 haulers, have problems. One breaks down. Colleague Racing, I think, fell into a ditch. JTG Doherty hauler burns up. And then I know another Rick Ware Racing hauler caught on fire, I believe, as well. Very weird. And then, I don't know if this is real, so don't take this to heart, but I heard that Kyle Busch was cheating on his wife. I don't think that's true at all, but you know, people spread things around. Don't take that truthfully. I just wanted to tell you, if that is true, it's lurking around. And then one of the worst Xfinity drivers that gets paid from his daddy, Brandon Jones, wins. Yeah, I was pretty shocked about that one. I hate Brandon Jones personally, but congrats to him, I guess. I don't know. And then Daniel Hemrick and David Reagan make up the front row for yesterday's race. Ooh, they cut their cars like crazy. But of course, David Reagan and Daniel Hemrick didn't have great finishes. So, yeah, that'll happen this week at NASCAR, I guess. Oh, and also 100 and some birds, or 1,000 birds, I don't remember the number. I think it was 100. 100 birds flew into the NASCAR Hall of Fame and died. That's kind of sad, but kind of scary as well. So, still waiting to hear what happened on that. But, yeah, what a crazy week for NASCAR, but I guess that's good, maybe, I don't know. Alright, let's go ahead and talk about today's race. So obviously Daniel Hemrick, David Reagan made up the front row, and just like everybody kind of expected, I personally as well, they both fell back. Actually, Daniel Hemrick got involved in a wreck. David Reagan would finish the race, I believe, 4 laps down in 30th or something. So, rough day for both of those guys. Don't trim out your car like crazy, you know? And then, Joey Logano would have to pit because he had a loose wheel, so he was 2 laps down, and I was cheering for that because I want Chase Elliott to move on. But he would ultimately fight back with a late race caution because Kyle Larson, funny enough, spun out Joey Gase. He spun him out because Joey Gase was holding him up. Just holding him up. And so Kyle Larson had enough and just spun around the 66 car. So that would bring out the first caution. And ultimately, Joey Logano, with a few other drivers, would stay out to try and win the stage. And Joey Logano is stage 1 winner. Joey Logano. What? It was kind of shocking because he was 2 laps down. After that, we had a nice little restart. Nothing too crazy happened in stage 2. And it was ultimately won by Denny Hamlin. Great battles up at the front. Denny Hamlin was fighting with Chase Elliott and Martin Truex Jr. And, you know, Kyle Busch had a rough day, but I believe Kyle Busch was up there fighting. But I didn't pay too close attention to stage 2, but Denny Hamlin is your stage winner. Now we go on to stage 3. Ultimately enough, a Kansas stage winner has never gone on to win the race since stage racing has been developed. Ultimately enough, that'd be the story of the day. But, yeah, I don't know why I brought that up. Anyway, stage 3 happens, and what do I want to say first? It was your natural Kansas racing, you know. The leader blew out a 2-second lead. Kyle Busch was struggling most of the day, but he fought back into the top 10 and, you know, was in contention to win. Chase Elliott and Brad Keselowski, along with Joey Logano, were all fighting for the playoff bubble, which I didn't think would happen. I honestly predicted Brad Keselowski, Kevin Harvick, and Joey Logano to move on. I thought the bottom 4 that were, you know, in the process to be eliminating would just be eliminated, which ultimately would be Chase Elliott, William Byron, Clint Boyer, and Alex Bowman. Bowman had an awful day. He would have some contact, I believe, with Bubba Wallace, if I'm not mistaken, and he would have crippled up corner panel, which ruined his day. so he was really not a non-factor. Brad Keselowski had a lot of problems throughout the day. He would also be a non-factor. And even though Joey Logano got his lap back and won stage 1, he would also be a non-factor. Chase Elliott ran 3rd to 5th most of the day, 3rd to 7th, somewhere around there. So he ran pretty good most of the day. Kyle Larson led 60 laps, so he would have a solid day. But in stage 3, at the very tail of stage 3, Ryan Blaney would blow a tire after making hard contact with the wall, and that would bring out the first caution. His corner panel was all ripped up, rubber all over the track, and that would bring out the first caution of stage 3. Then we had a restart. Chase Elliott was looking like he would maybe have something there for the guys. Kyle Busch was up there, people were... Brad Keselowski, Brad Keselowski got a lap back. And then another caution happened. Bubba Wallace loses a wheel, spins out. Matt Tifft was involved. Ryan Preece goes spinning. Tons of just non-factors were involved. It was crazy. You saw the tire just blow by the car. I'm like, what? There was a whole hub and everything. It was awesome to see. But, poor Wallace, man. He was actually running decent most of the day. Just bad luck and bad timing, So that would set up for another race restart. This time with, I believe, 5 to go. Or no, 2 to go. 2 to go. So they were heading down the backstretch. Into the final corner and coming down the tribal. Denny Hamlin is your race leader. And at this point, I'm like, okay, he won. The race is over. The wreck that brought out the caution was Daniel Suarez got loose and ran into, I believe it was the 8 car of Daniel Hemrick. I don't know, there'll be a picture. I can't remember who he ran into because I thought the race was over, so I didn't really care. But he would ultimately run into somebody. Daniel Hemrick was involved, and Joey Logano would get a piece of it. And at this point, I'm like, yes, Chase Elliott is moving on. Let's go. But there's going to be a restart. They were this close to the start-finish line. Denny Hamlin was this close to the start-finish line. Just a yellow happened. So that would bring out the last race restart. But nothing too crazy happened. Kyle Busch was up there. Eric Jones was up there. Kevin Harvick was kind of up there. Chase Elliott was up there battling. Brad Keselowski had tried his best to... His car was not handling right. He was trying his best to get positions. He'd had his lap back. He was trying to pass people. He was +3 above the cut line. I'm like, okay, fine. Brad Keselowski moves on. Great. And then he got loose, ran into somebody, didn't turn him or anything, just ran into somebody. Then he hit the wall. And that would end Brad Keselowski's momentum. He would lose a few positions. And ultimately, Chase Elliott, +4 above the cut line, moves on. Oh, by the way, Denny Hamlin is your race winner. That is correct. Denny Hamlin wins. Chase Elliott moves on. I'm wrong. On both sides, I predicted Truex to win, and I predicted the final 8 to be what it looked like after Talladega. I guess, thank goodness I'm wrong. I'm actually kind of glad Denny Hamlin won. I wanted it to be Kyle Larson and Chase Elliott, but just wasn't there. I think if that last caution didn't come out, I think Chase Elliott would have had a big run and maybe would have had a chance to beat Hamlin, but it just did not work out. Now let's go ahead and look at your top 10 first. Okay, so as normal, it's posted over here, and I'm going to go ahead and move over here so you guys can see it. First, of course, was Denny Hamlin. Like I said, he won stage 2. Finally, a Kansas stage winner, whatever, wins the race. I guess that's what matters. Chase Elliott in second. That's exactly what he needed. A very solid second place running after he did not look good at the very end of the race. So good day for him. Kyle Busch fought back. One point I thought he was going to be eliminated because he was running that bad. But no, Kyle Busch, unsurprisingly, in third. Kurt Busch in fourth. He did not have a good handling car throughout the day. His car was awful throughout the day, but managed to get a fourth place finish. William Byron coming in here almost as a must win. Ultimately in fifth. That's a good finish, but not enough. Martin Truex Jr. would fall back to sixth. He was running pretty decent throughout the race, but finished at sixth. Right behind him, his teammate Eric Jones He looked like a contender most of the race, I thought, especially at the end, but ultimately just fell in the sucker hole and fell into 7th. Clint Boyer also in a must-win. He came 8th. I knew Clint Boyer was going to be eliminated, to be honest, so not too surprising. Kevin Harvick in 9th. He was great on points. He was already advancing, I thought. So, yeah, solid day for him. Jimmy Johnson in 10th. Man, good day for Jimmy, I guess. He was allowed down at one point, so good bounce back. Alex Bowman there, another playoff driver, almost in a must-win. Didn't get it done. He had all kinds of troubles throughout the day. He finished 11th. At least he fought back for a top 11. Ryan Preece and Chris Busch are finishing 12th and 13th. Really good days for them. Ooh, Kyle Larson. I didn't even know he finished in 14th. Ouch. Not good for Larson. Matt DiBenedetto finishing 15th. Pretty solid for him. Joey Logano, even with damage, finished 17th. And Brad Keselowski, with an awful day, finished 19th. And then Ryan Blaney, after blowing a tire, would finish 21st. And then you got your first pole, outside pole thingy. David Reagan would finish 26th. And Daniel Hemrick would finish 31st, your pole sitter. So, oh, and Ryan Newman had an awful day as well. He finished dead last. He had some tire issues and stuff. But, yeah, guys, that's your top 10. Now, we need to look at the point standings. You guys can see it up there on the screen. I hope it's a decent picture for you guys. I got it right off of Instagram, so we'll see. But first is Kyle Busch. Second, Martin Truex Jr. Third, Denny Hamlin. Wow, 3 Joe Gibbs guys. And fourth is Joey Logano. That almost looks like my playoff predictions right there for the Final Four. I think I had Chase Elliott in there, so one of them's not going to be right. But then you got 5th, Kevin Harvick. 6th, Chase Elliott. 7th, Kyle Larson. And 8th is Ryan Blaney. Yikes. 3 of my favorite guys are not looking very good. Because I need Chase Elliott to move on, I need Larson to move on, and I need Blaney to move on. At least I got 3 guys that I dislike in here, not 4. So, yeah, guys, that's it. That is it. I don't know who is going to advance to the round 4. I'll make that prediction when it comes time for the Phoenix race predictions. So, stay tuned for that, guys. That's not in 3 weeks, though. 4 weeks left of NASCAR. I don't like that. I really don't. Miss it. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Please like this video, leave a comment, subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Got some good videos coming out this week. Stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Peace.